Welcome back to Quarantine Apologetics, defending the faith while under lockdown. Today we are going to talk about Skyrim Apologetics. Skyrim is the fifth game of the Elder Scrolls series. And when you play an RPG like this, in modern day RPGs, there's so many categories you can level up. You can level up in one area and not even focus on other areas. Like you're going to be a good warrior, you're going to have good spells, that's how RPGs work. That's exactly how apologetics works as well. For example, in Skyrim you have categories like enchanting, block, heavy armor. There's tons of other categories. When you level up, you can leave some categories completely untouched. And once you go into a category, there's subsections as well you can choose to level up. Apologetics, at least defending the faith, is like Skyrim. And there are four main categories. One is the Bible, two is theology, three is philosophy, and four is church history. Now, to max all of these, you would need a couple lifetimes to master all of them. So it's best to focus on two, but at the same time, in the two you don't pick, you got to be semi-competent. Like, for example, the two I focus on are the Bible and church history. Now, inside the Bible and church history, you can focus on certain categories. You want to focus on the gospel, the Pauline epistles, the Torah, Old Testament prophecies, wisdom literature, the poetic literature, Psalms, Proverbs, Lamentation, etc. So, and in church history, of course, you can focus in several areas. I focus on the first 1,000 years, but I know a lot about the second millennium as well. So this is what you need to know, that Christian apologetics is like Skyrim. Now, there's a couple other categories as well. Like if you want to deal with like the religion of Islam, you need to study their sources as well. So there's kind of another category there. So you need to study their stuff. But in terms of defending the Christian faith, those are the four that you need. Now, of course, you can't max out everyone, and you can't max out every subcategory in them, but you can learn enough to get by. Like, for example, if someone wanted to debate me on philosophy, I would refer them to someone like Tim Gordon, someone like Classical Theist, someone else. I'd say, look, that's really not my expertise or my interest, really, so take that up with them. If you want to debate some medieval thing by St. Thomas or St. Anselm or a church father like Augustine. So what you need to know is that Christian apologetics is just like Skyrim. So let's try to focus on the areas we want to advance in. I picked Bible and church history, but you guys feel free to pick something else. We can't do everything. That's why we're one body. We're Catholics. We're 1 billion strong. Apologists are a much smaller number, but still you need to focus on a couple of those areas. And then find the subcategories you want to focus on there. So technically, when you're thinking of Christian apologetics, it can be summed up in one word: Skyrim. God bless.